Hello aspirants, I'm back with another video. This is a video lesson of the same book I had talked to you about earlier, Environment and Ecology and Disaster Management, the fourth edition and published by OakBridge. This is meant for civil services, prelims and mains, as well as some other competitive examinations. So this is the cover of the book for you to remember. And in that book, I've given a strategy for the prelims and the mains examination. Which topics are high priority, which are of medium priority, which are of low priority. So if you take that strategy and look at what are the high priority chapters for both prelims and mains, this is what comes up. Global warming, climate change, energy, water, pollution, and land. So out of that, today in this video, I will tell you very briefly how to study the topic of global warming, climate change and ozone depletion. It's based on the analysis of PIQs of the last many years. First thing, how important is this topic for the examination? You must understand that climate change is the most serious environmental issue of our times. And it's already happening. It is having devastating impacts on the entire world and on India. So this topic will stay in the news, and so it will stay in the examination also. Already several questions have appeared on climate change, both in prelims and mains. Questions on ozone depletion were popular some time ago. Now the focus is less on them and more on climate change. The topic has some static parts, particularly the scientific aspects, like what is causing global warming and climate change. But there are lots of dynamic parts. These include new reports, UN conferences that keep happening, and new initiatives at the national and international level, policies, and even new terminologies, new groups, and so on. Most important thing is you must know the answers to some basic questions. The three main basic questions are: what is meant by global warming and climate change? What is the main cause? What is responsible? Who is responsible? And what is the current and potential impact globally and on India? But there are also other questions. How can we mitigate the impact? How can we adapt to climate change? It's already here now with us, so we have to adapt to that. How is the world responding to the threat? And what is India doing about it? So in this topic, there are several concepts you must understand very clearly. They include greenhouse effect, carbon budget, carbon footprint, carbon emissions trading. Why are we now trading carbon emissions? And concepts like net zero. That is, the amount of carbon we put out should be equal to the amount of carbon we absorb somehow. Then there is this concept of intended nationally determined contribution, which the UN wants from every country. There's a very interesting concept of common but differentiated responsibility. Who is responsible for the state of affairs? Who is more responsible and who is less responsible? Like the developed countries caused all the global warming initially, so they perhaps are more responsible for what is happening today. Things like that. Then there is also this question of clean development mechanism. Then you must know about all the organizations like the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, read its reports, the summaries. These are all given in my book and in my blog. Then this UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, which organizes annual meetings of what is known as the Conference of the Parties. And of course, I mentioned earlier, intended nationally determined contribution. Then there is agreement like the Kyoto Protocol, which is no longer in operation. But Paris Agreement, which was signed in 2015 and is in operation. And on the other topic of ozone depletion, it's somewhat simpler. You must know what causes ozone depletion and what is the Montreal Protocol, which is actually effectively helping solve the problem of ozone depletion. What is the current status? Why is it considered a very successful protocol or agreement? What are the lessons we can learn from them? And what are India's actions? So if you know the answers to all these questions, you should be in a good position to tackle questions on this topic. So I want to complete again and with this announcement, I made it earlier also, that we are releasing a new book, a book of question and answer for the main examination, which will include nearly 100 solved POEQs in the last 10 years and 200 plus practice questions for mains. So later we will release a similar question and answer book for the prelims too. That is all for today, and be happy, be focused, and all the best to you.